Hey coaches, it's Deidra Penrose here, and today I'm going to talk a little bit about sacrificing. So, one of the things that people tend to forget when they're building a business is how to sacrifice. And I'm not saying that you have to sacrifice all of your family time and all your freedom to build this business, but if you want to build a stable income and you want to build freedom in this business, you must treat it like a business. And what happens when you have a business is you have to set business hours, you have to put work into it, and you have to put effort into it, and you have to commit. So I just want to talk a little bit about the sacrifices that I have made personally to build my business, because I have built my business pretty fast. I went elite in my very first year of my business, which is the top 1% of the company, and have held that ever since. And I'm going into my third year of my business here in about a month. So, sacrificing. I have sacrificed TV time. I used to watch TV a lot. I was one of those people who would watch the Kardashians and, all those, The Bachelorette, all those TV shows that didn't impact my life and didn't impact my business at the end of the day. And that is what I had to consider. I had to think about those things that I was doing. Were they important enough that if I would continue doing them, they would impact my life or my business? And if I wasn't willing to give those up, how important is my business to me? Because if your business is important to you, you will happily give up some of those things in order to take the time and spend that to your business. Because again, in the end, that's going to create your freedom. Okay. So the TV time, hanging out with my friends all the time. I used to go on luncheons with my girlfriends on a weekly basis when I first started my business. And I didn't want to give that up. My friends they were not into fitness like I was. But we had a good friendship, so I thought. And, as time went on and I was trying to work my business, I realized that going to lunch every single week just to talk about people, didn't impact my life and wasn't making me a good person. So I knew the best thing for myself was I needed to do something, again, that was going to impact me, but also make me a better person, a better mother, a better leader, and a better coach, and a better friend. So I knew that that was something I had to cut out. Date nights. I know a lot of people struggle with, having date nights because they want that time with their significant other. And, evenings are the only time that they have to spend. So you want to be able to spend the entire evening with your spouse or significant other, and you're not willing to give that up. Again, when it comes down to having a business and being the CEO of your business and owning your own business, what sacrifices are you willing to make? Again, I'm not saying to not spend time with your family. You need your family time. One of the most important things you need to do is, again, set business hours, but also set time for your family. Those two things need to be separated, because if you start putting them together, that's going to create a lot of tension in your family and relationships and with your business. So if you can separate those and say, okay, I'm going to give you this day and this day and this day from this time to this time, and then make an agreement with your significant other. If this is something important to you and you really want to do this, talk to your significant other and say, hey, let's do this together. I'm going to need your help. Let's think of certain days and times that we can spend time together. And what days and times are you okay with me working my business so I can help us create the freedom that we want? So the more you can include your family into your plan and your goals, the more successful you're going to become and the better relationship you're going to have because you have that communication. Okay? So those are just a few things that I have really sacrificed to build my business. You know, it's fun to have that TV time. It's fun to take naps during the day because, you know, you get tired and you have kids and you work, and I get it. I've been there, done that. I get it. But if your why is important enough, you will see the bigger picture, that those small sacrifices you are making now is going to reward you so much more in the long run. Sacrifice now for freedom later. If you're not willing to sacrifice now, then you have to be okay with where you're at. You have to be okay with the position you're in, with the freedom you currently have, with the job that you currently have. And if you're not okay with it, you have to make a change, because success does not happen without a change. Okay? You have to have a change in order to grow. Change leads to growth. What changes are you willing to make? What small sacrifices along the way are you willing to make to get to the end, to get to that bigger goal that you have that is so important enough to you? That you're willing to do whatever it takes short term to get that long-term success. All right, guys, I hope that this little pep talk helped, and I really hope that you guys have made your goals big enough that you are willing to make those sacrifices, because if you do, you have an amazing journey ahead of you, and I cannot wait to see where this is going to lead you. All right, guys, I hope you have a wonderful day. Take care.